First Money Moves, written and published by Rich Audiobooks. They didn't leave you a trust fund. No inheritance, no financial map. But what if you were the one to break the cycle? To be the first millionaire in your family. Not by luck, but by moves that matter. Let's unlock the 12 money moves that build legacy from scratch. Your family tree is about to grow roots in wealth. Lesson 1. Open a high-yield savings account now. Your journey to becoming your family's first millionaire begins with a simple yet powerful decision: refusing to let your money sit idle in a traditional bank account. That standard savings account earning 0.01% interest isn't just underwhelming, it's actively working against your wealth-building goals. Every day your money remains there, inflation steadily erodes its value, making it harder to break free from the financial patterns that have held your family back for generations. High-yield savings accounts represent your first step toward thinking like the wealthy. While the average American leaves their money in accounts that barely register any returns, you're about to make your money work alongside you. Today's high-yield accounts often offer rates 20-30 times higher than traditional banks, and this difference compounds dramatically over time. A simple transfer of $10,000, 0 cents, from a standard account to a high-yield one could mean the difference of thousands of dollars over just a few years. The beauty of high-yield accounts lies in their accessibility and safety. Unlike complex investment vehicles or risky ventures, these accounts are typically FDIC insured up to $250,000, 0 cents, making them as secure as traditional banks, but far more rewarding. Opening one takes less than 15 minutes online, and many have no minimum balance requirements or monthly fees. This isn't just about storing money, it's about creating your first passive income stream. Think of your high-yield savings account as your financial foundation. It's where you build your emergency fund, protecting you from the unexpected expenses that derail most people's wealth-building journey. When your car needs repairs or a medical bill arrives, you won't need to rely on credit cards or loans. You'll have liquid cash ready, earning meaningful interest while it waits to serve its purpose. The psychological impact of watching your money grow without additional effort cannot be understated. Each month, when you see the interest deposited into your account, you'll experience firsthand the power of making smart money moves. This positive reinforcement creates a snowball effect, encouraging you to seek out other ways to make your money work harder. It's often the first taste of passive income that ignites a lifetime of wealth-building habits. But opening the account is just the beginning. The real power comes from consistently feeding it. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account the day after your paycheck arrives. Start with whatever you can, even $50, 0 cents, or $100, 0 cents per month. The key is making it automatic and non-negotiable. Treat it like a bill that must be paid, except this bill pays you back with interest. Consider this account your launching pad for bigger financial moves. As your balance grows, you'll gain confidence in your ability to manage and multiply money. You'll start seeing opportunities for higher returns through investments, business ventures, or real estate. But it all starts here, with this fundamental shift from letting your money sit idle to putting it to work. The wealthy understand that every dollar should have a purpose, a job to do. By opening a high-yield savings account, you're giving your dollars their first job, to multiply themselves while providing you with security and peace of mind. This isn't just about earning a higher interest rate, it's about developing the mindset that will eventually make you a millionaire. You're declaring that from this day forward your money will work as hard as you do. Your family's financial legacy changes the moment you make this decision. Future generations will look back at this simple but significant step as the moment everything shifted. They'll tell stories about how you were the first to understand that wealth building starts with making every dollar count, even the ones sitting in savings. Open your high-yield account today. Your millionaire journey awaits. Lesson 2. Track every cent of income and expense. Money loves attention. Just as a garden flourishes under careful observation and tending, your finances grow when you maintain unwavering awareness of every dollar flowing in and out of your life. For aspiring first-generation millionaires, this level of financial consciousness isn't optional. It's the foundation upon which lasting wealth is built. The simple act of tracking your money creates an immediate shift in your relationship with it. When you begin documenting every dollar, you'll notice something fascinating. Your spending habits naturally begin to adjust. This isn't about restriction or deprivation, it's about awareness. That $5.00 daily coffee purchase feels different when you see it multiplied across a month. That impulse Amazon buy loses its appeal when you know you'll have to record it in your tracking system. Modern technology has made financial tracking easier than ever. But don't let the abundance of apps paralyze you into inaction. Start with whatever method feels most natural, whether that's a simple notebook, a spreadsheet, or a dedicated budgeting app. The key is consistency over complexity. Your system should be something you can maintain daily without feeling overwhelmed or resistant. As you track your money, patterns will emerge that reveal your true financial story. You might discover that 30% of your income disappears into restaurants, or that subscriptions you barely use are silently draining hundreds from your account each month. These revelations aren't meant to shame you. They're data points that empower you to make informed decisions about your financial future. Implement a weekly money review ritual. Set aside 30 minutes every Sunday to reconcile your tracking, analyze your patterns, and plan for the week ahead. This ritual becomes a powerful anchor in your wealth-building journey. During these sessions, ask yourself probing questions. Did my spending align with my millionaire goals this week? Where did I make progress? Where did I falter? What adjustments will I make next week? Categorize your expenses in a way that reflects your values and aspirations. Instead of generic categories like entertainment or shopping, create specific categories that make you think twice. Wealth-building investments versus temporary pleasures, or skill development versus passive consumption. This categorization system becomes a daily reminder of your millionaire mindset. Your income tracking should be equally meticulous. Document every source of money flowing into your life: salary, side hustles, investments, even that $20.00 bill you found in your coat pocket. This practice trains your brain to become aware of income opportunities and helps you identify which money-making activities deserve more of your time and energy. As your tracking habit solidifies, you'll develop what wealthy people call money clarity, an almost intuitive understanding of your financial position at any given moment. This clarity eliminates the anxiety and guesswork that keep most people stuck in financial mediocrity. You'll make decisions with confidence, knowing exactly how they impact your millionaire journey. Tracking isn't about perfection, it's about progress. There will be days when you forget to log an expense or lose a receipt. Don't let these minor setbacks derail you. The goal is to build a sustainable habit that brings your financial life into sharp focus, creating the awareness necessary for wealth building. Your daily tracking practice is laying the groundwork for generational wealth, one documented dollar at a time. Lesson 3. Cut toxic spending and habits. Money flows toward what we value most, whether we consciously choose those values or inherit them from our environment. For aspiring first-generation millionaires, identifying and eliminating toxic spending patterns is crucial to redirecting that flow toward wealth building. These harmful financial habits often run deep in our families and social circles, making them particularly challenging to recognize and overcome. The most insidious form of toxic spending isn't the obvious splurges, but the small, recurring expenses that seem innocent in isolation. That daily designer coffee, the subscription services you barely use, or the regular takeout orders might feel like small indulgences, but they compound into significant wealth blockers over time. Consider this. $15.00 spent daily on convenience food and drinks amounts to $5,475.00 annually, enough to max out an IRA contribution or serve as a down payment for an income-generating asset. Status symbols represent another major wealth drain that keeps many families in perpetual financial struggle. The luxury car payment, the latest smartphone upgrade, or the designer wardrobe might project success, but they actually prevent you from building real wealth. True millionaires understand that wealth is what you don't see. It's the investments growing quietly, the businesses being built methodically, and the assets appreciating steadily while others chase appearances. Breaking free from toxic spending requires a fundamental shift in how you view money. Start by conducting a values audit of your expenses. For each significant purchase or recurring cost, ask yourself, is this moving me toward or away from my millionaire goals? This simple question can illuminate the gap between your stated financial ambitions and your actual spending behavior. You'll often find that many expenses serve no purpose beyond temporary emotional satisfaction or social approval. Implementing the 72-hour rule for all non-essential purchases can dramatically reduce impulsive spending. When you feel the urge to buy something that isn't a basic necessity, wait 3 full days before making the purchase. This cooling-off period allows the emotional excitement to subside, letting you evaluate the purchase with clarity. You'll frequently find that the urge passes entirely, saving you from another wealth-draining transaction. Replacing expensive habits with wealth-building alternatives doesn't mean living a joyless existence. Instead, it means finding fulfillment in activities and choices that align with your millionaire journey. Rather than meeting friends for expensive dinners, host potluck investment club meetings. Instead of costly gym memberships, develop a home workout routine and invest the savings. Transform shopping therapy into learning therapy by redirecting that energy towards studying financial markets or business strategies. Social pressure often reinforces toxic spending habits, making it essential to develop resilience against peer influence. Practice saying no to financial obligations that don't serve your goals, whether it's splitting an expensive restaurant bill or participating in costly group activities. Create alternative suggestions that allow you to maintain relationships without compromising your financial progress. Your true friends will respect your choices, and you might even inspire them to examine their own spending habits. The most powerful way to eliminate toxic spending is to develop a deep emotional connection to your wealth-building goals. When you're truly excited about becoming a millionaire and creating generational wealth, saying no to unnecessary expenses becomes easier. Each dollar saved and invested brings you closer to breaking the financial patterns that have held your family back for generations. This isn't about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices that align with your larger mission of creating lasting financial change for yourself and future generations. Lesson 4. Read one money book every month. Your financial education is the foundation upon which your wealth will be built. While most people chase quick tips and social media sound bites, true wealth builders understand that deep knowledge creates lasting transformation. Reading one money book every month isn't just about acquiring information, it's about rewiring your mental models around wealth and creating new possibilities for your financial future. The most successful self-made millionaires read voraciously, with a particular focus on money, investing, and business. Warren Buffett famously spends 5 to 6 hours per day reading, while Elon Musk learned to build rockets by reading books. This isn't coincidence, it's causation. When you immerse yourself in wealth-building literature, you begin thinking like wealthy people think. You start seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, and you develop the confidence to make bold financial moves backed by knowledge rather than emotion. Start your millionaire reading journey with foundational classics like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. These books will help you understand the basic principles of wealth creation and the mindset required for long-term success. As you progress, move into more specialized books about investing, real estate, business building, or whatever wealth vehicle most interests you. The key is consistency, one book per month minimum, with focused time set aside for reading and reflection. Don't just passively consume these books. Create a system for extracting and implementing their most valuable lessons. Keep a wealth journal where you write down key insights and, more importantly, specific actions you'll take based on what you've learned. After finishing each book, choose one major concept to implement in your life immediately. This could be starting a new investment account, adjusting your budget, or changing how you think about risk and reward. Consider starting a financial book club with like-minded people who share your wealth-building goals. Meeting monthly to discuss what you've learned and how you're implementing these lessons creates accountability and helps solidify your understanding. Plus, you'll benefit from others' perspectives and interpretations, often discovering insights you might have missed on your own. Beyond traditional books, expand your financial education through carefully selected podcasts, online courses, and YouTube channels. However, be selective with your sources and focus on content creators with proven track records of wealth creation, not just those who talk about it. The internet is full of self-proclaimed financial gurus. Learn to distinguish between legitimate experts and clever marketers. Make your reading habit sustainable by integrating it into your daily routine. 20 pages before bed, 30 minutes during lunch, or an hour on Sunday mornings. Find what works for your schedule and stick to it. Download audiobooks for your commute or workout time. The format matters less than the consistency of your learning practice. Track your progress not just in books completed, but in knowledge applied. Notice how your financial decisions become more informed, how your confidence in money matters grows, and how you start seeing financial opportunities that were invisible to you before. Your growing financial literacy will compound just like your investments, creating a powerful foundation for generational wealth. Becoming financially literate isn't a destination but a lifelong journey. Markets change, economies evolve, and new opportunities emerge. By committing to continuous learning through regular reading, you position yourself to adapt and thrive regardless of external circumstances. You're not just reading books, you're investing in your financial intelligence, and that investment will pay dividends for generations to come. Lesson 5. Build one high-income skill this year. The path to becoming a millionaire isn't always about saving money. It's about dramatically increasing your earning potential. In today's digital economy, your ability to earn is directly tied to the valuable skills you bring to the marketplace. The most powerful way to accelerate your wealth-building journey is to develop at least one high-income skill that consistently commands premium rates. The high-income skill is any ability that can earn you $10,000 0 cents or more per month when fully developed. These skills often include copywriting, digital marketing, sales, coding, public speaking, or specialized consulting. The beauty of these skills is that they don't require traditional credentials or degrees. They require dedication, practice, and strategic implementation. The marketplace rewards problem-solving abilities above all else. When you can directly tie your skill to revenue generation or cost savings for businesses, you become invaluable. Consider how copywriters can generate millions in sales through effective words, or how skilled negotiators can save companies substantial amounts in deals and contracts. These skills create clear, measurable value that organizations and people willingly pay premium rates to access. Your journey to developing a high-performing skill starts with selection and focus. Choose one skill that aligns with your natural interests and has clear market demand. If you enjoy writing and understanding human psychology, copywriting might be your path. If you're analytical and enjoy solving puzzles, programming could be your ticket. The key is to choose something you can sustain interest in during the learning phase. The learning process itself doesn't have to be expensive or time-consuming. The Internet has democratized education through platforms like YouTube, Coursera, and specialized online communities. Many top performers in high-inventing skills are self-taught through a combination of free resources, affordable courses, and deliberate practice. The key is to focus on application rather than just consumption of information. Create a daily practice routine that fits into your current schedule. Even 30 minutes of focused skill development each day compounds dramatically over a year. Break down your chosen skill into sub-skills and practice them systematically. If you're learning copywriting, you might spend 1 week studying headlines, another on email sequences, and another on sales page structure. Record your progress and actively seek feedback from others in the field. As you develop your skill, start offering your services even before you feel completely ready. The fastest way to improve is through real-world application. Begin with small projects, perhaps even free ones for testimonials, and gradually increase your rates as your expertise grows. Document your successes and build a portfolio that demonstrates your impact. One often overlooked aspect of high-input skill development is positioning and packaging. How you present your skill matters as much as the skill itself. Learn to articulate the value you provide in terms of outcomes rather than processes. Instead of saying you're a copywriter, position yourself as someone who helps businesses double their email revenue or increase their conversion rate. The time investment required to develop a high-growth skill might seem daunting, but consider the alternative, spending decades trading time for modest wages. A single high-income skill can generate more wealth in a few years than many traditional careers offer in a lifetime. Your skill becomes an asset that appreciates over time, opens doors to opportunities, and can be leveraged into multiple income streams. Think of skill development as building your personal money printer. Every hour invested in mastering your chosen skill increases your potential hourly rate. While others chase quick wins and instant gratification, you're building a foundation for sustained wealth generation. This year-long focus on developing one high-level skill could be the pivotal move that propels you toward your first million. Lesson 6. Create a freedom number goal. Every journey needs a destination, and your path to becoming a millionaire requires a precise financial target. Your freedom number represents the exact amount of money you need to achieve financial independence, the point where your investments generate enough passive income to cover your desired lifestyle without having to work. This number becomes your North Star, guiding every financial decision you make. To calculate your freedom number, start by determining your ideal annual expenses. Consider everything from basic necessities to the lifestyle you envision, including travel, hobbies, and the ability to help family members. Multiply this annual expense number by 25. This calculation, based on the widely accepted 4% withdrawal rate, represents the investment portfolio you'll need to sustain your lifestyle indefinitely. For example, if you want $80,000, 0 cents per year for expenses, your freedom number would be $2 million, 0 cents. Once you've established your freedom number, break it down into smaller, more manageable milestones. If your goal is $2 million, 0 cents in 15 years, work backward to determine your monthly saving and investing targets. This might mean putting away $4,000, 0 cents per month, assuming an 8% average annual return. These monthly figures make your massive goal feel more achievable and give you clear benchmarks to track your progress. The psychology behind setting such a specific number is powerful. Rather than a vague desire to be wealthy, your freedom number provides crystal clear motivation. When faced with a $100 0 cents impulse purchase, you can easily calculate how that money could grow toward your freedom number instead. This concrete goal transforms abstract financial concepts into real-world decisions that move you closer to or further from your target. Make your freedom number visible in your daily life. Set it as your phone password. Create a vision board centered around the number, or place sticky notes with your monthly targets on your mirror. This constant reminder helps embed your goal into your subconscious, influencing countless small decisions throughout your day. Your freedom number becomes a filter through which you evaluate every financial choice. Your freedom number also serves as a powerful tool for communicating your goals to others. When friends or family question your financial choices, you can explain your decisions in terms of progress toward this specific target. This clarity often helps others understand and support your journey, and might even inspire them to calculate their own freedom numbers. Your freedom number isn't static. As your life circumstances change, marriage, children, career shifts, or evolving lifestyle preferences, your number should adjust accordingly. Review your freedom number annually, considering changes in your goals, inflation, and market conditions. This regular reassessment ensures your target remains aligned with your evolving vision of financial independence. The true power of your freedom number lies in its ability to transform abstract financial concepts into concrete daily actions. Each dollar saved and invested becomes a measurable step toward your goal. This clarity eliminates the uncertainty that often paralyzes financial decision-making, replacing it with a straightforward question: does this choice move me closer to or further from my freedom number? When you can answer this question confidently, you've gained a powerful tool for building generational wealth. Your freedom number represents more than just a financial target. It's a declaration of your commitment to breaking generational patterns and creating lasting wealth. By defining this number and orienting your life around achieving it, you've taken a crucial step toward becoming the first millionaire in your family. Lesson 7. Automate saving and investing. The most powerful wealth-building system is the one that requires zero willpower. When you automate your financial life, you remove emotion, procrastination, and second-guessing from the equation. Think of automation as your personal financial guardian, steadily moving money to the right places while you sleep. Automation begins with your paycheck. The moment your income hits your account, predetermined percentages should flow instantly to your various money buckets. This isn't just about convenience, it's about protecting you from yourself. When money sits in your checking account, it becomes vulnerable to impulse spending and emotional decisions. By creating an automated architecture for your finances, you ensure your wealth-building priorities get funded before discretionary spending can interfere. Start by setting up direct deposits to split your paycheck between accounts. Many employers allow you to divide your pay between multiple destinations. Allocate specific percentages to your high-yield savings account, investment accounts, and dedicated goal funds. The money that remains in your checking account becomes your true disposable income, and you can spend it freely knowing your wealth-building system is already in motion. Your investment automation should follow a similar structure. Set up recurring transfers to your investment accounts on the same day each month. Whether you're building a portfolio through index funds, contributing to retirement accounts, or dollar-cost averaging into cryptocurrency, consistency through automation will outperform sporadic manual investing almost every time. The psychological benefit is immense. You're no longer trying to time the market or letting fear and greed drive your decisions. Take automation beyond just saving and investing. Set up automatic bill payments for fixed expenses like rent, utilities, and insurance. This prevents late fees and maintains your credit score without active management. For variable bills, set up payment alerts that prompt you to review and approve them. The goal is to reduce the number of financial decisions you need to make each month, freeing up mental energy for higher-level wealth strategy. Consider automation your defense against lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, automatically direct increased earnings to investment accounts before you have the chance to expand your spending. This creates a natural ceiling on your lifestyle while accelerating your path to wealth. Many future millionaires built their fortunes simply by automating away their raises and bonuses while maintaining their existing standard of living. The real magic of automation happens when you layer multiple systems. Your automated savings feeds your emergency fund, which provides security to take calculated risks. Your automated investments compound over time, creating passive income streams. Your automated bill payments maintain your credit score, giving you access to better financial opportunities. Each automated system reinforces the others, creating a wealth-building flywheel that gains momentum over time. Automation isn't set and forget forever. Review your automated systems quarterly to ensure they align with your current goals and circumstances. Adjust percentages as your income changes, rebalance investment allocations, and optimize for new opportunities. The system should evolve with you while maintaining its core function of removing human error and emotion from wealth building. The wealthy understand that self-discipline is a finite resource. By automating their financial lives, they preserve willpower for strategic decisions rather than day-to-day money management. As you build your first million, let automation be the consistent force that moves you forward, one systematic transfer at a time. Lesson 8. Start a side hustle immediately. The most powerful way to accelerate your journey to becoming your family's first millionaire is to create additional income streams beyond your main job. While saving and investing are crucial, there's a limit to how much you can save from a single income. A side hustle removes those limitations and opens up possibilities for exponential wealth growth. Your side hustle doesn't need to be revolutionary or complex. Start with what you already know, own, or can easily learn. Look around your home. Do you have unused items you could sell, skills you could teach, time you could teach for money? The digital economy has made it easier than ever to turn spare time into spare cash. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Etsy have eliminated the traditional barriers to starting a business. The key is to begin immediately, even if you're not fully prepared. Many aspiring entrepreneurs get stuck in analysis paralysis, waiting for the perfect idea or timing. But the reality is that your first side hustle attempt probably won't be your last or most successful. Think of it as paid market research. You're learning what works, what doesn't, and what you enjoy while earning money in the process. Consider starting with service-based side hustles, as these typically require minimal upfront investment. If you're good at writing, start freelancing. If you're organized, become a virtual assistant. If you're handy, offer local repair services. The goal is to generate your first non-employment dollar as quickly as possible. This psychological breakthrough will show you that making money outside of traditional employment is not only possible, but potentially more lucrative. Time management becomes crucial when running a side hustle alongside your main job. Dedicate specific hours to your venture, whether it's early mornings, lunch breaks, or weekends. Start with just 5 to 10 hours per week, enough to gain momentum without burning out. As your side income grows, you can decide whether to scale it up or start additional ventures. Treat your side hustle with the same professionalism as your main job. Create separate bank accounts for your business income, track all expenses, and reinvest a portion of your earnings back into growth. Many successful entrepreneurs started their empire with a humble side hustle that eventually eclipsed their original income. The goal isn't just to make extra money, it's to build systems that can generate wealth even when you're not actively working. Look for opportunities to automate, delegate, or scale your side hustle. Could you create digital products that sell while you sleep? Could you hire help to multiply your output? Could you transform your service into a subscription model? The millionaire mindset requires thinking beyond trading time for money. Use your side hustle as a laboratory for testing business models and developing entrepreneurial skills. Each customer interaction, marketing attempt, and problem solve brings you closer to mastering the art of creating value and capturing wealth. As your side income grows, resist the urge to inflate your lifestyle. Instead, funnel these extra earnings into investments and other wealth-building vehicles. A side hustle that generates an extra $1,000, 0 cents monthly, invested wisely, could compound into hundreds of thousands over time. This is how side hustles become the bridge between your current financial reality and your millionaire aspiration. Lesson 9. Learn to sell anything, especially yourself. Sales is the lifeblood of wealth creation, yet most people shy away from selling because they associate it with being pushy or manipulative. The truth is that selling is simply the art of communicating value and solving problems for others. As the first potential millionaire in your family, mastering the skill of selling, particularly selling yourself, will accelerate your journey to financial freedom. The most successful people in any field are exceptional at selling their ideas, abilities, and vision to others. Whether you're interviewing for a job, pitching a business idea, or negotiating a raise, your ability to articulate your value proposition makes the difference between average and exceptional outcomes. This skill isn't limited to traditional sales roles. It's essential for anyone who wants to increase their earning potential and influence. Start by understanding that authentic selling begins with genuine belief in what you're offering. When selling yourself, this means taking inventory of your unique strengths, experiences, and capabilities. What problems can you solve? What value can you create for others? Your confidence in communicating these attributes comes from clearly understanding and believing in your worth. This self-awareness forms the foundation of your personal brand and selling proposition. The next step is learning to read and respond to others' needs. Great salespeople are actually great listeners. They ask thoughtful questions and pay attention to both spoken and unspoken signals. When you're attuned to others' challenges and desires, you can position your solutions in ways that resonate deeply. This approach transforms selling from pushing products to providing valuable solutions. Developing your selling skills requires consistent practice in low-stakes situations. Start with small interactions in your daily life, convincing friends to try a new restaurant, presenting ideas in team meetings, or negotiating better deals on everyday purchases. Each interaction is an opportunity to refine your ability to understand others' perspectives, communicate benefits gracefully. The language you use matters tremendously in selling. Replace weak phrases with power statements. Instead of, "I think I could," say, "I will." Rather than, "I might be able to," use, "I can." Your words shape both others' perceptions and your own confidence. Practice eliminating qualifying language that undermines your message and authority. The way you present yourself verbally is as important as any credential or qualification you possess. Master the art of storytelling as part of your sales arsenal. Human beings are wired to respond to narratives that illustrate transformation and possibility. Learn to share your experiences, successes, and even failures in ways that demonstrate value and build connection. Your personal story of working to become your family's first millionaire is itself a powerful narrative that can inspire trust and collaboration. Selling is a continuous process, not a one-time event. Every interaction is an opportunity to reinforce your value proposition and strengthen relationships. Follow up consistently, deliver on your promises, and always look for ways to provide additional value. This approach builds long-term trust and creates compound returns in your professional and financial life. Embrace rejection as a natural part of the selling process. Each no brings you closer to a yes and provides valuable feedback for improvement. Track your success rate and continuously refine your approach based on what works and what doesn't. The most successful salespeople aren't necessarily the most naturally gifted. They're the ones who persist, learn, and adapt. Lesson 10. Eliminate all consumer debt. Consumer debt is the silent wealth killer that keeps families trapped in cycles of financial mediocrity for generations. Breaking free from consumer debt isn't just about paying off credit cards. It's about fundamentally changing your relationship with borrowed money and understanding how debt prevents the accumulation of real wealth. The path to becoming your family's first millionaire starts with recognizing that consumer debt is fundamentally different from strategic debt, like mortgages or business loans. Consumer debt finances depreciating assets and lifestyle expenses, creating a negative compound interest effect that works against your wealth-building goals. Every dollar you pay in credit card interest is a dollar that could have been invested and grown over time. Most people approach debt reduction with a scattered strategy, making minimum payments across multiple accounts while still using credit for new purchases. This approach keeps you trapped in the debt cycle. Instead, adopt a zero-tolerance policy for consumer debt. Start by freezing all credit cards, literally putting them in a block of ice if necessary. This creates a psychological and physical barrier between you and impulsive credit purchases while you focus on elimination. The avalanche method proves most effective for systematic debt elimination. List all your consumer debts from highest to lowest interest rate, pay the minimum on everything except the highest interest debt, then channel every available dollar toward that balance. Once that's paid off, roll those payments into attacking the next highest interest debt. This mathematical approach saves you the most money in interest payments and creates the fastest path to debt freedom. While working through your debt elimination plan, it's crucial to identify and heal the underlying behaviors that led to debt accumulation. Was it lifestyle inflation, emotional spending, lack of emergency savings, poor financial education? Understanding these patterns helps prevent debt recurrence and creates new neural pathways around money management. Many aspiring millionaires make the mistake of trying to invest while carrying consumer debt. Simple math shows why this doesn't work. Credit card interest at 15-25% will always outpace average market returns of 8-10%. You can't build wealth while bleeding money to credit card companies. Focus all your financial energy on becoming debt-free before starting serious investing. The psychological freedom that comes with eliminating consumer debt creates powerful momentum for wealth building. Without monthly payments draining your income, you can redirect that money toward investments and assets that appreciate over time. This shift from paying interest to earning interest marks a crucial turning point in your millionaire journey. Once you've eliminated consumer debt, create systems to prevent its return. Build a robust emergency fund, use cash or debit for purchases, and view credit cards as payment tools rather than funding sources. If you use credit cards for points or rewards, pay the balance in full each month without exception. Your goal is to make the concept of carrying a credit card balance as foreign as lighting money on fire. Becoming debt-free is a major milestone, but it's not the final destination. Use the discipline, habits, and financial awareness you develop during debt elimination to accelerate your wealth-building journey. The money management muscles you build while getting out of debt become crucial strengths for reaching millionaire status. Every dollar freed from debt service becomes a soldier in your wealth-building army, working to create the generational wealth change your family deserves. Lesson 11. Surround yourself with financially driven people. Your network determines your net worth. This age-old saying holds more truth than most people realize, especially when you're aiming to become the first millionaire in your family. The people you spend time with shape your beliefs, habits, and ultimately your financial destiny. Consider how your current social circle influences your money decisions. When friends constantly suggest expensive outings, impulse purchases, or dismiss investing as too risky, they are unconsciously programming you to maintain mediocre financial habits. Their limiting beliefs become your mental barriers, and their spending patterns subtly influence your own. Breaking free from this cycle requires intentionally curating your social environment. Start by identifying the financially successful people in your existing network. These might be colleagues who invest regularly, friends who run successful businesses, or acquaintances who make smart money moves. Make an effort to spend more time with them, ask thoughtful questions about their financial journey, and observe their habits closely. Their success leaves clues that you can adapt to your own path. Building new financially minded relationships requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Attend investment meetups, join entrepreneurship groups, or participate in money-focused masterminds. These environments naturally attract people who think differently about wealth. While it might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not yet at their financial level, remember that successful people often enjoy helping others who demonstrate genuine interest and commitment to growth. Social media can be a powerful tool for expanding your financial network when used strategically. Follow wealth builders, investors, and financial educators who share valuable content. Engage meaningfully in their comments sections, join their online communities, and connect with other followers who share your aspirations. These digital relationships can provide daily inspiration, practical knowledge, and accountability. However, expanding your financial network doesn't mean completely cutting off existing relationships. Instead, be intentional about the time and energy you invest in different relationships. Limit exposure to those who consistently display poor money habits or negative attitudes toward wealth. You can maintain these friendships while protecting your financial mindset by steering conversations away from money matters and setting boundaries around spending-focused activities. Creating your own financially driven community can be equally powerful. Start a money book club, organize investment discussion groups, or form a mastermind with other aspiring millionaires. Taking the initiative to build these spaces attracts like-minded people and positions you as a leader in your financial journey. The accountability and collective wisdom of such groups can accelerate everyone's progress toward their wealth goals. Financial success often requires swimming against the cultural current of your family or community. When you start making different choices with money, some people might react with skepticism or criticism. Having a strong network of financially driven peers provides the emotional support and validation needed to stay the course. They understand your challenges and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. As you progress on your wealth-building journey, make it a priority to maintain relationships with people both ahead of and behind you financially. Those ahead pull you up and expand your vision of what's possible, while helping those behind reinforces your knowledge and contributes to a broader culture of financial literacy. This approach creates a sustainable ecosystem of growth that benefits everyone involved. Your path to becoming a millionaire becomes significantly easier when you're surrounded by people who understand and support your vision. They provide real-world examples of success, share practical strategies, offer opportunities, and hold you accountable to your highest financial goals. By intentionally building these relationships now, you create a support system that will propel you toward your first million and beyond. Lesson 12. Act like a millionaire before the money arrives. The path to becoming a millionaire begins long before the 7 figures appear in your bank account. Most people have it backwards. They believe they'll change their habits, mindset, and behaviors once they have money. But true wealth building works in reverse. You must embody the qualities of a millionaire first, and the money naturally follows. This mindset shift starts with understanding that millionaires aren't defined by what they spend, but by what they build. While others are financing luxury cars and designer clothes, real millionaires in the making are investing in assets, knowledge, and opportunities. They understand that wealth is not about displaying status, but about creating value and building a foundation for generational success. Your transformation begins with daily habits that cost nothing but create everything. Wake up early to plan your day, prioritize learning over entertainment, and treat your time as your most precious asset. Make decisions based on return on investment rather than immediate gratification. When faced with choices about spending, ask yourself, what would a millionaire do? Often, the answer involves delayed gratification, strategic thinking, and long-term value creation. Building wealth requires you to develop an investor's mindset in everything you do. This means viewing challenges as opportunities, seeing setbacks as data points for improvement, and treating every dollar as a seed that could grow into hundreds more. Start looking at ordinary situations through the lens of opportunity. That empty parking lot could be a weekend market. That industry problem could be your next business venture. That connection could be your future business partner. Your network plays a crucial role in this transformation. Begin attending events where successful people gather, even if you feel out of place at first. Join business organizations, entrepreneurship groups, and investment clubs. Don't worry about being the least experienced person in the room. That's exactly where growth happens. Watch how successful people carry themselves, make decisions, and approach problems. These observations are worth more than any course you could buy. Discipline with money becomes non-negotiable when you adopt this mindset. While others see saving as deprivation, you recognize it as investing in your future. When peers are financing new cars, you're driving something practical and investing the difference. While they're accumulating designer labels, you're accumulating dividend-paying stocks. This isn't about being cheap, it's about being strategic with every dollar. The way you speak about money must also evolve. Eliminate phrases like, "I can't afford it," and replace them with, "I'm choosing to invest elsewhere." Stop complaining about prices and start looking for opportunities. Rather than discussing what things cost, talk about what things are worth. Your vocabulary shapes your reality, and wealthy people speak the language of value, opportunity, and growth. Take pride in making decisions that others might not understand. When you skip the expensive vacation to invest in your business, when you choose to live below your means to build your portfolio, when you spend Saturday learning instead of shopping, these choices may seem strange to others, but they're exactly what set millionaires apart before they had millions. Becoming a millionaire is less about the money itself and more about who you become in the process. The disciplines, habits, and mindset you develop while building wealth are actually worth more than the wealth itself. By acting like a millionaire now, through your choices, habits, and decisions, you're not pretending or fake it till you make it. You're simply aligning your actions with your aspirations, and the money will naturally follow this alignment. Your role as the first millionaire in your family carries extra significance. You're not just building wealth, you're building a legacy. Every choice you make today sets a precedent for generations to follow. By embodying millionaire qualities now, you're creating a new normal for your family's financial future. The wealth will come because it must. You've left it no other choice.